Hey McFly subscribers, so welcome to another Monday morning update. So I've got a few things going on today. Number one is I set up the fish tank. Now, here it is. I got everything in there that I wanted to get. All the plants. Now they're small right now and they will grow in, but there's a little bit of some kind of bacterial growth or something, and that's normal. I mean, that'll kind of subside after this tank cycles. It's only been up for 2 days, so after a little bit of time, that tank will cycle, and then I'll be able to put some fish in. But this will be your view. Of course, you know, some of these plants, like those right there, will grow much taller. Some of the ones back here will grow taller, so there will be a different view in the next couple months, but this will be your view for the underwater footage for my flies. So pretty excited about it. It, I think, is gonna look a lot nicer, and there's a bunch of room right here in the front for me to move the fly back and forth. I won't get caught. Like on the other one, there was some sticks sticking forward too far, pretty close to the front, and I always got caught, so that was rather annoying. So this will be nice. The water is still a little cloudy, but that will subside soon. After this tank cycles, this will become crystal clear. Some of the driftwood would put some tannins in the water also, and it's a little brownish, but I'm going to do a water change and that will clean that up as well. Now, I haven't, as you notice, on the back wall over here, I have not set up my pegboard yet. I plan on doing that soon, but I haven't had time this week. I plan on, hopefully we'll do it next week, so maybe the next video I'll have that up there. But I still have all my stuff in the box down here. Okay, so this is all my fly tying materials down here. I just got to sort through it. No big deal, but I do have the desk set up, as you can see. Also, I got a few new items. So, number one, I got a new flashlight. So, I had a flashlight. I always keep one with me. I usually do. And I let my kid borrow it for like, you know, a few minutes, and I never got it back. I don't know what happened to it, but it was before the move, so it must have been stuffed in a box. I don't know. But I've been without a flashlight. So, I always like to have one with me. It's a good idea to have a flashlight. And, you know, especially here, because down in the garage there's not a whole lot of light, and sometimes I go down there and need to try to find stuff in boxes, and I just can't. It's not very bright down there. In here sometimes it's not very bright, or my wife will be sleeping. She sleeps in the day because she works night shift, and sometimes I have to come in and try to be quiet. I don't want to turn on the light, and I got to find stuff. You know, just handy to have a flashlight. So I got this. It's rather small. It's not any bigger than my knife. In fact, it's smaller than my knife, and I always keep that on me too. And you know, it's got a nice little pocket clip, but it's very bright, and it runs on one AAA battery. Now, I don't know how long it's going to last. I just got it, but you can see it is very bright, but not crazy bright. The last one I had was really bright, but it ran off of 2 AA's. So this is obviously smaller. But the reason why I got this, not only because it's pretty high quality, but this has a clip, so I can put it in my pocket. You can see the clip, but it also has a reverse clip. So I'm going to do this really quick. It's on my hat, and I can just go ahead and turn it on. Then I've got the ability to keep my hands free. So I can actually use this, turn it on, look for things, and grab and use my hands and all that. So that's nice to be able to have that as a headlamp as well. And the nice thing is this thing was only 14 bucks. Now, as you could see, it was tough to put on my hat one-handed, but that is a very tight clip. So I think they do that, make it very tight. It might loosen up over time, but make it very tight so that way it's not going to just pop right off of the hat, so you don't lose it. So that's good. But the front clip to put in my pocket is really easy, and it sits you know, I mean, it sits up a little high, a little out, but it does, you know, I mean, it drops pretty low. So there's really no, I'm not too worried about this thing catching and falling off. It seems like it's pretty good in there. About the same as my knife, and I've had this for 5 years and I've never lost that. So, I'm happy with it. I think it's a good light. Got this on Amazon for $14.99 or something like that. It's a good deal. It's a stream light. So I think the name of the brand is Streamlight or something like that. But I'll put a link down at the bottom if you want to check this one out. It's only $14.99. If you want something brighter, they do also make a 123 rechargeable battery kind of thing, or it takes a AA. They make a larger version of this, and it should last a little longer because it's a bigger battery. But of course it's fatter, it's larger, but it also has a reversible clip, and that one's, though, it's like $43. I'll put a link for that one as well. It's pretty much the same light, only a little larger, but it's also made by Streamlight, and it's pretty high quality. It's, you know, well machined aluminum. I mean, maybe it's not, it looks machined. I mean, it's nice. You know, heavy duty. I like that it's a clicker on the back. Instead of some of these, you have to twist the front, which can be a pain one-handed, you know? So it's just nice to bump a clicker. Anyway, so this one's $14.99. They also make a larger version, much brighter. I think that one's like 320 lumens. This one's like 120 or something like that. I don't know exactly. Don't quote me on that. I'll drop all the info in the description section. Go ahead and click the, you know, read more under the description section. It'll pop it down and you can see all the stats, and I'll put about that. It comes with a lanyard too. I'm never going to use it, I don't think, but if you want it, comes with it. Another thing I got were these arm sleeves. So kind of like, you know, lately I've been really, you know, worried about getting burnt. I don't want to get burnt. So I've got a neck gaiter, I've got, you know, some gloves, but that requires me to wear a long sleeve all the time, every time I go out fishing. And while that, you know, I've got a couple long sleeve fishing shirts that are breathable, that, you know, are nice, but occasionally they might not be washed or whatever. And I've only got, I think, 3 of them. But I've got a whole bunch of these short sleeve button-up shirts, and these are relatively cool. Just like this one, you can see I've got, you know, short sleeve. But I'm going to get burnt. This is, you know, my arm's showing. You know, the whole arm is showing in the sun, and I get burnt. And I'm very fair-skinned, and if you're anything like me, you know, you get burnt very easily, and you just don't want to get burnt, right? It's cooling as well, so you can always dunk your arm in the water, and it'll kind of, when it evaporates, it'll keep you cool as well. Okay, so I just put it on. You can see it definitely covers, and then when I put my gloves over top, that'll kind of cover everything. It's pretty nice. It actually feels kind of cool being on right now. Huh. Oh, and you know what? There's a hole here for my thumb. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that'll kind of, and then I can slip my glove over that, and that's like total protection from the sun. That's really nice. I like that. And it feels really cool being on. You know, even sitting here, my arm feels cooler than this arm. And I've got the glove on, so that's nice. It is cooling. So I'm really excited about this. I think these were somewhere in the $10 range. I don't know exactly. Yeah, I think they were like $10. So I'll put a link to these in the description section. So a lot of times I was seeing some of these are $20, $30, and so $10 is a pretty good deal. And you get 2 of them, obviously, in the package. One for each arm. And the same company makes leggings if you ever want to, you know, wear shorts out there. So you can, you know, do the same thing. It's the same material, and you just wear the pants, basically. They're just slip over and turn your pants into, you know, your shorts into pants, basically. But it still is cooling and allows you, you know, get drafts and breezes up through your arms and whatnot. So it's kind of nice instead of wearing a long sleeve, right? So I just came out with that sculpin, the easy sculpin pattern. I have a more complicated version of it that I think is a little nicer, but it does take a little longer to tie. So there's a little more material, it's just a little more complication in it, but it is very nice. In fact, I think a little nicer than that last one. of course, you can only tie, you know, 2 or 3, maybe 4 an hour if you're really good. So I've got that coming up. I plan on, I already tested it, I already used it. It did really well, it swims really well. It's a good fly, so that's coming out this weekend, this Friday, sorry. And, but I've got to actually work on tying it, which is going to take a little time for the camera. I've just been so busy, I haven't had time to do all that. So hopefully I can get it done by Friday. But yeah. Also, guys, this Thursday is going to be a spectacular video for fishing. I had one of the most fun times I've ever had out fishing with another YouTube channel. They were traveling across the country. They're from, I think, North Carolina, and they were traveling across the country in their van, out fishing different rivers and lakes. And we met up on the San Juan, and we just slayed fish. In fact, Colin, one of the guys that I was fishing with, that's from that channel, hooked up with a really nice rainbow. I'm sorry, really nice brown. It was a brown. Mostly browns that day, which is weird on the San Juan, but I think it was all browns that we caught. I don't think there was one rainbow. But we caught a lot. But that one was a good, probably 24-inch, 23, 24, possibly 25. It was a good fish, for sure. So that, you know, that was a good fish. One of the bigger ones I've seen on the San Juan. So that's a really fun video, guys. Just different than some of the other ones because I usually go alone, so it's just me out fishing. This one, there's just, you know, a lot of, you know, joking back and forth, a lot of chat. It's just much more fun. Plus, you'll be able to see some other guys doing some YouTube videos. Their channel is Fresh Salt Fishing, and they do, you know, some ocean fishing. They go down and catch tarpon in Florida, and, you know, striper and different types of fish, redfish. You know, they go around and they fish different areas. So instead of just being here, you guys can check out some other areas around the United States. I plan on doing that at one point soon, but with a baby on the way, I haven't been able to. So, but they do have a cool channel. Check them out. Yeah, it was a fun day, guys. So definitely this Thursday, tune in at 10 o'clock in the morning, Mountain Time, so Colorado time. But check in and check my channel, and that is a fun video, guys. Don't miss it. It's a blast. So anyway, well, you guys have a really good Monday. In fact, have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on the next video. Now you guys go out and catch some fish.